First online, custom room.
Opa! Tá bem, hein? Boa!
Tem jeito não.
Tá bem? Tá bem?
Tô.
Meu Deus. Filha da puta.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Showtime!
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Overhead. Sees it coming and blocks it out. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Getting into the end game now, it's getting tense. G-right kick for a mix-up. Feeling out the spacing. Reads their mind and techs the throw. Each hit is so important here. Will this super art connect? Sunrise Festival! They've got a nail DK! Oh! Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Jumps? Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Player 2 brushes that off and keeps going. That combo did decent damage. Big throws. Knockdown and life lead is there, but still anyone finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Still slugging it out here. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Shot their eye on the air. The quarter may get some. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Hits them with a stop and bop. The overhead breaks the rhythm and shakes things up. Goes for the jump in. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Going in. real fight starts now.
And magical.
Final round. Fight.
Throws a fireball. Air slasher. Player 2 needs to switch it up if they want to take it home. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Goes to the air. Good judgment there. Player 2 with a slight lead uses the drive gauge. Fires off an air slasher. Jumps. Connects with the throw. Amazing. Drops that off. Leading low heavy. What are they gonna do? Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Nice air slasher. Back off-handed, flatlines him. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Round
It's
one.
not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Opts to create space to start. Sure you can? Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. What's the play here? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Neither of them willing to back off here. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Their being takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Taking stock. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing.
That's right.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Fight.
Are we going to see some fireworks here? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? They decide to take a breather to regroup. Out of range, relatively safe. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Just goes for it at this range. Player 1, no way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh, yo, Rock closes it out.
One more.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Projectile to try and change the situation. Jump in, finds the mark. All right. Player 1 chases them down. Decides to meet them in the air. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? All right, what's coming up next? Box him with a target combo. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Their space intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. Player 2 experiencing burnout. A quick breather. Overdrive jackknife. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Drumming up a beatdown. Going in? This is gonna hurt. Gotta do better than that. In there. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round one.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Decent damage. What's next? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger.
Not so fast.
Combo with the target combo. Sticks the combo. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is a super art. The super doesn't hit. In there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Which way you gonna block? Hits them with a stopping bomb. Shows the medium kick. Yo, put that away. Sends a clear message with that counter. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? So, what's next? Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Rips the slasher out. Jumps up. Air slasher. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Time to reassess the... burnout activates. Going in, crowns them from above. Player 1 will need to use their meter here wisely. One chance here denies the jump-in attempt. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Rips the slasher out. That feeling out phase is over. Finds the target. Both fighters that back throw was huge. Both painfully aware of the corner there. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Oh, he drops that off. Player 1 punish counter on reaction. Ooh, you never know what can happen. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the weekend. Time to pump out. This is the turns out. Closes it out. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The rapid fire fist sends him home. Player 1 with the life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Player 1 chases them down. All right, what's coming up next? Absorbs the attack and fires back. I can't keep track of these corner switches. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Life lead opens up. Back throw for the side switch. Takes a trip. Player 2 creates a good corner. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. A quick breather. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Had the radar up and running. Gets the jump in. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Will this decision pay off for them? A super art? The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until burnout activates. Player 1 will look ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Yo, are they actually dead? They're not dead. This fight's not over. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. The jump in is rejected. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 has them legit shift down to the wire.
Oh yeah, baby!
Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now.
Hey!
Grabs them, closes the gap for the grab. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Takes a trip. Air slasher.
Hadouken!
Burnout activates. Knockdown. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs, but takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Both fighters planning something in there. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
There's an overdrive on. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Nails the anti-air. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they are. Burnout activates. Knockdown and player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Going in a super art.
Bring in the heat!
Scared money don't make no money. Spins it all for the Shinryu Rippa.
Bet that hurt.
Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Shake things up with a fireball. They're taking a step back to set up with the jump in. KO! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. From upstairs. Strings it all together. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Solid combo. Decent damage. What's next? Shoots off a fireball up close. The attack is parried. All right, what's coming up next? With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Gets back into the corner with, there's a wall splash. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Fight.
Overdrive art? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Medium kick. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Sends a clear message with that counter. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage, but nice counter. Scrapping it out up close. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until they links it. Player KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Sets up with the jump in. Still slugging it out at this range. Keeps him out. What now? Nothing stops this train. Oh, putting the cherry on top. They're gonna teach you a lesson here. You play with fire and you're gonna get burned.
Bet that hurt.
I'll suspend the meter on the super. Player 1 needs to take it solid anti-air. Sticks out a kick. Takes them up. Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. What are they gonna do? This is gonna hurt. The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. They've hit the drive. Both of them, were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Both fighters are hurting. What's gonna happen? A lot of pressure building up here. Throw heavy out of nowhere. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round
It's
1.
not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Open, knocked them out of the air. This is gonna be bad news. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Throws them. What's next? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes a trip. This is a gigantic life lead. How are they going to deal with this? Projectile to try and change the situation. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
They trade. Who's going to start things off? Rushes that off and keeps going. Uses the target combo as a filler. That combo did decent damage. Genius read. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Uses their drive to maximize their damage. There's a change of sides. Flashes him. It's a good spot. You end the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 2 has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Shoots off a fireball up close. Players, hold your breath. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn, experiencing burnout. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Taking stock. They need to rely on their instinct. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? Are we going to see some fireworks? Breaks the block with a throw. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Side switch in the corner. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Just goes for it at this range. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Flawless round. They got him so quick. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Round
Right
1.
back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Was looking for that jump attack. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. That should teach them you can't just throw out moves. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. All right, what's coming up next? The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Cuts down to the wire. Cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Jumps up. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Shows the medium kick. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Rushes that off and keeps going. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here.
Bet that hurt.
Using the super can open up huge chances for you. There's a drive impact. Dazzles them with a flurry. This is a critical moment. They're in range. We gonna see it willing to risk it for the overdrive. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Jumps in. Ooh, what a smart throw. That throw will do some good damage. Gets him with a Euro step. Connects with the throw. What's next? Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? Sets up with the jump in. Amazing. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Yes, sir. More damage, please. What a finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Brushes that off and keeps going. Closes the gap. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Was that a good decision? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Will this decision pay off for them? Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Neither of them willing to back off here. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player two chases them down. Checks with a medium kick. Did this super art connect? KO. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
There's an overdrive on it. They both showed their hands a little. Were they baiting them into that? Box him with a target combo. That combo did decent damage. Both fighters planning something? Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Okay, creating some space here. Out of range. Relatively safe. Not close enough for the throw. Okay, Big Trick hits him with a stopping block. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Bet that hurt.
Counting on they're going for the super art? Sunrise Festival! They've got to nail the inputs to keep this up. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Medium kick! Hard! What a finish! Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round
How
1.
is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Oh, says no to the impact. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player two is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. They need to hold out. What are these fighters thinking now? No good up high. All right, what's coming up next? Who takes the chance to hurt him? Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Brushes off the impact. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. A quick breather. Player one might have just shifted. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances.
Round
Player
2.
one wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Gets him with the anti-air. Checks him with the projectile. Player two didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. Pops him with a shoryu. Player two in dire straits with burnout. They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. Going in a super art? Player that's not gonna hit. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. The rapid fire fist sends him up. Check the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player one needs to hold out until they're drunk. How did they read that throw? Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the fight. Will this super art do anything? The party's getting started. Player one is mounting a counter. Closes it out. Player one is a force to be reckoned with.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Hold your breath.
Not so fast.
Box him with a target combo. Now they get pushed into the corner. Or is it... Oh! The super armor does its job. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Takes a trip. Beautiful setup with that attack. The throw KO. Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Connects with medium kick. Player 2 had an impressive round when managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Their will to win is drops them hard. Experiencing burnout. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Uses their drive gauge. The last round. It's now or never. Player 2 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Still plenty of time left. Barely blocks, brushes that off, and keeps going. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return.
They're gonna teach you a lesson here. You play with fire, you're gonna get burned.
Bet that hurt.
Super! Pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 1 half willing to risk it for the overdrive. Dangerous range here. Clutch anti-air. Gotta do better than that. Burns out. There's a drive impact. Player 1 tops off the tank and scores the win. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.